Have you ever wondered how people find bases on the Donut SMP? Well, you're in luck, because in this video I'm going to teach you guys how to find bases, how to narrow it down to a single chunk, and also how to protect yourself from Pyrray. First, I'm going to teach you guys how to open Pyrray. So first you're going to want to open your F3 menu, which is just F3, but if you are on laptop, it will be FN plus F3, or Shift plus F3, it's different depending on your laptop. Once you have this open, you're going to do F3 plus 1 again. This will open your pie chart menu. And what you're going to do is you're going to go on tick. So 3 is tick for me, so whatever tick is for you, you're just going to click that number on your keyboard. Then you're going to want to go to level, which is 3 again for me. Then you're going to want to go whatever number is on block entity, so it's 3 again. But it can be completely different for anybody. I'm going to teach you guys what shows up on Pyrray. The first thing I have to show you is the end gateway. This is one that's kind of less common because if you're not in the end, you're never going to see this. But this does show up on Pyrray. This next one is a bell. You'll mainly just see these in villages, but it could be a base. You don't know. Next big one is a shulker. This next one is actually all types of spawners. The vault, the trial spawner, and the normal spawner. The next one is both types of signs that will all show up. Both types of campfires also show up. Enchanting tables show up no matter what. All types of chests show up, even trap chests. One of the weirder ones is the dragon head, because it shows up as a skull, but none of the other skulls show up besides the dragon head. Pistons are also kind of weird because they only show up when activated. Now that you know all the stuff that shows up on Pyrray, I'm going to teach you how to use it. How I use Pyrray on the Donut SMP is I change my chunks to 5 to 10. This gives me the most optimal methods to finding it. So basically how Pyrray works is whenever you load a chunk, it also tells you those things that are in that chunk. So all the stuff we just talked about. So I know that they're all this way when I start walking into the chunks. We already have end gateway assigned. Oh, yep. Okay. There it all is. A weird thing about Pyrray is that when you're walking away, these things do not just go away. They always are going to be here until you reload it by clicking F3 and then F3 again, and then it will all be gone. This one, I'm just going to call it chunk finding because I really don't know if it has a name or what the name is. Basically, the Donut SMP works like this. When you have your render distance set to 10, the chunks are like this. What you want to do is get to the middle, the center of this chunk. This chunk will have the item you want in it. But that's not what we're really focused on. We're actually focused on these corners. Most servers look like this, or even circles. But the Donut SMP looks like this, where the edges are just cut out. First, you're just gonna do F3 plus G. This will open chunk borders. Now, in this chunk right here, I'm just gonna place an ender chest. Okay, so I found the chunk I want to be in. I want to be in this chunk, but it actually shows up in here. That's because I'm in a single player world, and in single player worlds, it's actually different, but if you want to do it in the Donut SMP, you're just gonna have to listen to what I say. But basically, just pretend this isn't actually one of the chunks. So if this wasn't actually one of the chunks, it would go 1, you go over 1 chunk, 2 chunks, 3 chunks, 4. I'm gonna stop right here because I know it's right there, but in Donut SMP, you would actually go 1 more over, so then you would go to 5, and then you would start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it would be here. It's just in a single player world, it's a little bit different, so it's actually right here, but it's supposed to be over here. Also, I'm going to show you guys how to find this end piece right here that you want to be in. Basically, if I load in a chunk, let's say I'm going in here, and then it spawns in, I start going to the left, and then I'm like, okay, it's there, okay, it's there, okay, and it's gone. So then, I know that this is the corner, and I want to do my method to get over to the middle. Before we move on to the last step, I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe, because I'm a really small content creator. I just want to get into the Donut SMP and actually be able to make content for you guys. Okay, but now I'm going to teach you guys how to protect yourself from Pyrray. There is really no way for you to protect yourself from Pyrray, but here's some tips that will help you out so you don't get found immediately. First tip is to make your base underneath an ocean. This is a good idea because you don't want people to spawn on land right next to your base. The next tip is that instead of using chests, use barrels because these do not show up on Pyrray. And we all know that on the Donut SMP, you're gonna need things like shulkers and ender chests. So instead, put these inside of barrels so then they cannot be seen, because items inside of other stuff does not show up on Pyrray. I hope you guys love this video and that you can check out more of my content in the future. See ya.